Your Excellency, we would like to welcome you here at The Life to Share. Thank you very much for coming from Ghana to Wolfratshausen. So our first question would be, could you tell us something about your diocese in Ghana, Konongo-Mampong?
Thank you very much for the invitation. Ghana is a country in West Africa, and it's the population is about 28 million. The area, the size is about 238,000 square miles. Politically, Ghana has a stable government. It's a civilian government.
Does it mean that this country is a relative stable country and safe country also to go there and to visit?
Yes, it is stable. Cool. Coming to Christianity, or coming to religion, Ghana is predominantly Christian. So about 71% of the population is Christian.
How many Catholics?
Catholics, we are about 14% of the country. 14%.
Mm-hmm. How many of these Catholics are active Catholics? That means going regularly to the Holy Mass on Sunday?
Oh, in Ghana, I would say that at least 90% would be going to Mass on a Sunday. The problem is not they're going to church, but in many places the problem is that there is no church. There's no building.
So that means active Catholics,
yes.
Catholics compared to, for example, in Germany or Western Europe, where eventually only, I don't know, maximum 10% of the Catholics go regularly to Sunday services.
Our problem is that's the opposite of yours. You have the buildings, but not the people. We have the people, but not the buildings.
Can you give us some information about the economic situation and what we call poverty and educational situation?
Currently, an agricultural country, more than 70% of the people live in rural areas. There's poverty. The average person in the village, is poor. Now, many of these places, they don't have schools and clinics in these places for these poor people.
Of course, food and water are the basics, but the next issue are education. I mean, without education, to get out of poverty is nearly not possible.
Before I come back to education, you mentioned food and water. Water is also very critical. In many places, there is no water. But then education, of course, is critical, and children are encouraged to go to school, and it's free. But if there's no school there, then they cannot go. And so it's a duty of government to provide schools, but government cannot do it all, and so the churches come in, so you have missed and so.
How many schools are run by the dioceses?
There are about 46, but the church has about 8 senior high schools. So there's a need for us to be able to build more basic schools and more senior high schools.
How is the situation financing so your dioceses, your priests, and your activities?
In Ghana, there is no church tax. For example, priests and bishops are not paid a salary. The people of God look after us. We do get some help from Rome, but it's not much. For a diocese, you get $27,000 a year.
Since you are visiting The Life to Share here, 2 questions. What are the major projects do you have in mind?
I think we sent an application already for solar, for one hospital, solar power, because the electricity is not as stable in Ghana, and so sometimes to go off, and if a doctor is doing surgery, for example, there's no power, it can be disastrous. Money to build a girls' school, senior high school.
A hostel?
Hostel facilities.
Hostel facility? That means Turnel, so dass die Kinder dann auch übernachten können.
Yeah, build a school for girls, that will be good.
Thank you very much, Excellency, for this. is there something you would like to add just off the record?
Just to thank you for the opportunity to meet with you again. And as I said, next year is my Silver Jubilee and the Silver Jubilee of the Diocese. If you can come to Ghana, you'll be most welcome. And then, of course, if you come, you'll be able to appreciate our problems. We take you around and you see some of the problems you're talking about.
Okay.
And the diocese also is 25 years, so double celebration.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellency.
Thank you.